The Candy Cauldron has reopened and we're trying some brand new eats we've never had before here at Disney Springs.
Let's see.
Hello everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sam.
And you're watching the Theme Park Foodies, and we are back at Disney Springs for the reopening. Well, it's not the reopening day, but for the reopening on the refurbishment of the Candy Cauldron. For those that don't know, the Candy Cauldron is the candy shop here at Disney Springs. There's two candy shops. One is Goofy's Candy Company, which is over in the Marketplace section. This one is on the Westside section of Disney Springs, right near Summer House on the Lake, right near Bose, also right past the AMC by the Orange Garage. It's themed after Disney villains, and there has always been, I feel like, with this shop, a bit of an issue with the traffic. It always gets like when you walk in, everyone was always packed, right, Sam?
Yeah, I honestly, from the pictures I saw, it doesn't look like it changed too much.
Oh, really?
Looks-wise.
I thought maybe they were going to try to fix that.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see in person.
I think there are some new eats too, right? Or
I know for sure that there are like some new glaciers that are like alcoholic, like the slushy drinks.
Okay.
There might be a few treats.
Yeah, so we're going to try some of the treats over at the Candy Cauldron, show you guys that out. It's Disney Villains themed, so it's pretty fun to just walk in there and explore. But we can't just do a whole video on Candy Cauldron. We're here for dinner.
Not?
Well, we're here for dinner.
I'm just kidding.
And we want to try some of the items that we've never had here before, or haven't had in a while here at Disney Springs. So there are actually some of these like little booths and stuff that we often just walk past, or maybe we haven't had in a long time. We figured we'd highlight them in this video and let you guys know if there's some Disney Springs hidden gems that you should know about. I think one of the main places we've never had before is B.B. Wolf's Sausage Company.
Yeah, we've
right?
definitely never gone there before.
There's also a Japanese booth with like a pizza bun in the Westside section.
Yeah, and they have a teriyaki bun too, and they have karaage chicken, which we really love at Shikisai in Epcot. So I'm hoping that it tastes like that. Nice. I love Japanese street food.
Yeah, me too. So we're gonna be trying out those two little booths. Candy Cauldron. It'll be a little crawl here at Disney Springs. We hope you guys enjoy it. You ready, Sam? All right, if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Join us for our Disney Springs dinner food crawl here at Walt Disney World. All right, we are starting off this crawl with YeSake, which is run by Mitsukoshi. They actually run all of the restaurants in Epcot, like Shikisai. We love Shikisai. You can find this little brick booth right in front of Planet Hollywood. It's right in between the Westside section and the Town Center section of Disney Springs. They're actually known for their frozen beer, and it looks like they've had a bit of a menu change. So not only do they have this chicken now, but they also do have a chicken bun. They used to have a pizza bun like we brought up earlier. We've had that before. They took that off the menu, added a chicken bun, which I think will probably be a little bit better. And they have a sign outside that says, "Let's eat." So you know they're already winning us over.
I hope they don't come after us for like infringement on their slogan. Don't tell them.
So you're gonna start off with a chicken. Chicken feels a little cold. It comes with like a dipping sauce. It looks like a dumpling almost dipping sauce.
So this is like a Japanese fried chicken. It's usually made with like dark meat and it's smaller pieces. And instead of flour, they use like a potato starch instead.
All right, Sam's gonna try the dip out now. Looks like a standard dumpling sauce to me. I wonder if the karaage tastes similar to the karaage they have over in Epcot at Shikisai.
I don't think it's as good as Shikisai. The flavor is really good. The meat is like juicy and flavorful, and I do like, you almost get like a little bit of a potato taste because of what they dredged it in. I love the lemon. The sauce really elevates it. I don't know how fresh they're frying the things at like a kiosk at Disney
They
Springs.
picked this up and just gave it right to us.
So I think it's been sitting a little bit, so it's not as crunchy as I would like it to be. But the flavor is still really good. I'm gonna give it a 7. Like, it's like dark meat chicken. I love the lemon. I really like the sauce. It's just not as crispy because this is a kiosk in Disney Springs and it's probably been sitting for a little bit.
Definitely dark meat chicken. This looks a little dry to me though, and not as crispy. I'm gonna try it with and without the sauce.
I liked the way the dark meat tasted. Wait till you have the sauces. They knew what they were doing with that one.
Dark meat has so much more flavor and moisture than white meat does. So I love it in a fry. Very good. And then also, like, you can taste that little slight potato flavor in the potato starch. Let's try the dip out now. Classic dumpling dip, but it kind of complements the flavor of everything that you're eating. It brings everything together. I also like the little lemon wedge on there that you squeezed. These are delicious. I'm wondering if, because I feel like Morimoto kind of fell from grace a little bit, which is like right over near here. I'm wondering if we're gonna like this more than Morimoto now. I'm gonna agree with your 7. This could go 8 if this was like crispier and made fresh, but it's losing points for not being fresh. All right, the teriyaki chicken bun. I believe they have one of these as well on the menu over at Morimoto, which is like right down, it's literally, Morimoto is over this bridge and right down there, so.
Chicken bun warm.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this is gonna be like the Epcot Festival chicken bun, which I'll be very happy if it is. It looks pretty similar.
Looks exactly the same to me.
So you don't need the Epcot Festival to get the bun now. It's delicious. I love it. And like, we've been sitting for a bit, we're waiting for the octopus stick to be made, and like, this maintains the heat. The outside of the bun wasn't warm, but the inside is still very warm and sweet and delicious. It looks like there's some vegetables in here. This one, to me, tastes like it might have like a little more spice than the one that's at the Epcot Festivals. Like, it looks like there's some onion or pepper. There's something else mixed in here. I really like it. I'm gonna give it an 8, but I'm like a bun girl too. Like, I love a bun.
We're a bao bun family, so the buns always get high numbers from us. Family of buns. Look at that. Yeah, there is. Look at that there's a little red stuff in there.
There's definitely like, I think peppers and onions. I love it.
Let's try it out.
I do feel like they should disclose that though. Like, I like peppers and onions, but someone might order that not expecting it.
Definitely a little bit more kick than an Epcot. Good though. Great teriyaki flavor. Bun holds the flavor really well. Also warm. This is something you can keep in a warm case. It's still going to be really good. I think it's better than the one we had at Morimoto recently. I'm going to go 8. This might be like a new snack I get from Epcot all the time. So they actually have specials at this booth, and this is the spicy, I hope I'm saying this right, takoyaki. It's got octopus on the interior of it. Also, it looks like it has a little spicy mayo on top. They put these pearls on top of it. They make these fresh. So we actually had to wait for this, and it comes on a stick as little balls. All right, it looks very messy as well. So let's, oh my gosh. All right, let's see how it is.
Octopus on a stick at Disney Springs. Rolled into like little batter balls. I didn't know this was a thing.
You definitely get the chewiness of the octopus in the center, but I feel like it's more of a novelty than anything else. It's a unique flavor, but it's not like, I was thinking calamari. It's not like calamari, and it's spicy. I'm feeling that heat. Well, I'm feeling that heat right now. It's like a 7 spice scale so far. If it gets higher, I'll let you guys know. I taste more of the bao on the balls than the octopus itself, and I'm getting a lot of that spicy mayo flavoring. Spicier than normal spicy mayo too. Not my thing. I'm gonna give it a 5. I wouldn't get this again. It's just kind of soggy when it kind of sits there and all the juices and everything. I think the other 2 things we had were better, but I gotta give them points for at least trying and having a special, being just, you know, a booth. All right, so to get to B.B. Wolf's Sausage Company, we're going to need to head right over the bridge near YeSake, down this little corridor through the landing. When we get to Paddlefish, we'll need to make another right, and there's gonna be a bridge that heads over to the marketplace, but this is gonna be at the front of the bridge, right next to T-Rex Cafe, and across from the Lego store is this little booth, B.B. Wolf's Sausage Company. Obviously, sausages, hot dogs. They even have a fork poking a wiener over on their chimney. And we got 2 things to try out. This is the kind of their sampler. It's called the 3 Little Pigs, right, Sam?
Yes, so we have the pastrami Reuben dog, the Texas chili cheese dog, and the Hawaiian island dog. I like that we can try all 3 without having to commit to the full one. I think that's nice, and it's like cut up nicely. I'm not gonna lie, there are some ingredients on some of these that I don't particularly like, but I'm gonna do my best anyway. So this one has Spam and grilled pineapple and teriyaki. I'm not a big fan of the Spam, but
I think Spam can be good if used well.
the bread is house made too, and it's nice and toasted. And they also split the dog, and they put like the toppings in the middle. This is gonna be a mess. This is gonna go all
You might have wanted to use a fork and knife for this.
Yeah, I think I should.
All right, take 2 with the fork and knife.
Also, they didn't take pass holder discount here, right?
Yeah, YeSake had pass holder discount. This place did not.
I wonder what the logic is with that. BB will want you to pay full price. I messed this thing up so bad.
Gotta get a little spam on that bite, Sam.
I actually don't think there's a lot of spam. There's more pineapple than spam, which like I'm okay with. It's good. I actually really like the pineapple. Never think to put pineapple on a hot dog, but it's like the contrast and flavors is good. The bread is good, it's nice and soft. I'm gonna give it a 6.
Okay, still not the highest number, but...
This one's like a little more like jazzed up.
All right, so next up is the Texas chili cheese dog. There were more Fritos on top of this, but they blew away with the wind, just to let you know, Sam.
There's only one. All right, so we got an all beef quarter-pound hot dog, topped with chili, cheddar, and corn chip. Not corn chips, because we only have one. And again, it's on a house-made rule.
This one, Sam is eating the classic way.
And again, they like split the dog so that the toppings kind of fall into the center of the dog, which I appreciate. It like evenly distributes the toppings more with the dog. It's good. It's not so much chili that it's overpowering the dog or making the bun soggy, which I appreciate. That one I'll actually give a 7 to.
All right, like this is the one we were most interested in. It's the pastrami Reuben dog. So this looks like it has some sauerkraut, some pastrami, and some Thousand Island dressing, right?
Yes, and also it has Swiss. And again, house-made roll. And they do have a vegan bratwurst too on the menu.
So you got a good bite with all the flavors on it.
That's the winner. The pastrami is shaved. This one's really tasty. Has more pizzazz. I like the Swiss around the dog too.
Pastrami has like a good bacon flavor to it.
The little pick of the Thousand Island. That one 8. I think I started perfectly. I worked my way up. I definitely think that's the one you gotta get.
This hot dog is doing a number on like all the other hot dogs. It's like invading all the territory of the other dogs. It's a messy boy. Let's try it out. Spam is a weird thing to put on a hot dog because hot dogs already have like a spam flavor to them, you know?
I don't think you should put spam on anything, in my opinion.
You can make it work. These are very thick dogs too. I enjoy a snap. I don't like. I think we grew up in New York. I think grew up with Nathan's. Nathan's is a good snap to the dog. I do like this. The hot dogs have flavor. They do feel more like sausages than hot dogs, though, if that makes sense. It is a sausage company, so that would make sense. But I think hot dogs are more of a people pleaser, especially in a theme park-based area. I kind of dig it. Like a little bit of sweetness to it. It's not too sweet. It's more so savory. But pineapple adds a good contrasting sweetness. Pineapple is a good thing to kind of add to a savory dish because it's not overtly sweet and has this little bite or kick to it that complements the other flavors. Very fatty because it also has the spam in there. So I would give that probably a 6, Sam. I think you were right on point. Yeah, I think you were right on point with 6. Look at that little Frito on top, right?
The lone Frito.
Yeah, thank you for saving me that. You're such a considerate wife. All right, let's try it out.
Like when we had that chili burger at Pecos Bill, like that was too much meat. This one I think is like, it's a good balance. The chili isn't overpowering the dog.
Size of the dogs works well with all the toppings too. So a lot of times when you have a hot dog with a lot of toppings tend to overpower the flavor of the hot dog. You're not getting that here. I really like these buns as well. These are definitely like high quality. If you're looking for a high quality, different type of hot dog, this is definitely the place to go to. I think again, you were on point, Sam. 7. Hot dog is good. Chili is like a normal chili, normal cheese on top, but the hot dog and the bread elevate everything together, and it's a classic. You know? Now this does look like it's the star of the show. I mean, look at these little pieces of pastrami, the sauerkraut. I didn't know you were sauerkraut girly, Sam.
I'm not, but that's so good that I didn't mind having the sauerkraut in it.
But doesn't it have like a nice sour kind of flavor and crunch to it? Like the texture of the sauerkraut adds to the hot dog.
It does. I like the Swiss on the dog. It almost makes me want to put Swiss on my hot dogs.
100% the winner. Great sour flavor. The thickness of the hot dog complements all those flavors. Then it's almost like you have these little bacony bites from the pastrami, but obviously pastrami has a unique kind of pastrami, almost pungent flavor to it that complements everything else on there. Bread's good, dog's good. Again, 8. All I did was reflect what Sam thought. You could have honestly just skipped my whole section and just taken what Sam said, because I think she was exactly on point here. All right, so this is a sausage company, so we had to try the sausage. This is their bratwurst. It comes in a pretzel bun, sauerkraut, and has mustard.
You like that it's on a pretzel bun and it's not stale, it's soft.
They just started playing in the concert venue behind Sam, so that's why you're hearing all the music now.
There's like a lot of people walking by and I'm like really self-conscious about putting this in my mouth right now.
So a bratwurst should have a bit more of a snap to it, probably a bit fattier interior.
Love the driven mustard too. It's like a dog. I'm gonna give it a 7.
Oh, nice. How did you feel with this compared to the hot dogs?
I still think my favorite is the specialty dog, the Reuben dog. I just think the pastrami on that was so good, and the Swiss. This doesn't have any cheese on it or anything, but this is a decent brat.
Brat is brat. Is that what the kids are saying today? Brat?
I did not know that you knew that, because like you're so out of the loop with most pop culture references.
Yeah, I'm on the Twitter machine. Oh no, the X now, as they call it.
I will never call it X. It sounds like a dirty website. It actually kind of is a dirty website now.
Good sausage. We waited a bit to eat this, so that's on us. I love how the pretzel complements the flavor of everything.
And they had good bread at this sausage stand.
The bread kind of brings everything together. I'm gonna go 8 again with that. I agree with the pastrami dog is still the winner, but all these have been good. We've been sleeping on this place. That's great. It's nice. It's getting cooler out now, so you could do these little like snacking booths. Disney Springs has some great snacks. I think we might have to redo our top 10 snack videos, Sam, for Disney Springs with these newer items that have come into our lives. All right, so we have made it back to the Candy Cauldron. Lots of new treats to try. I will say in the interior, it looks pretty much exactly the same. Looks like it's still going to have some of those problems where people get caught in there, but they did change, I think, where the case is. The case used to be in the center. Now it's more to the right. If you look at the ceiling, I mean, I noticed stuff in there I never noticed before. It kind of looks like you're swirling into a world of villains, and it feels like it's mostly themed after the evil queen from Snow White, because you can see you're holding a poison apple right there at the front and selling some apples right in the front. I also feel like you can see the kitchen a bit better, so you can see them making all of those poison apples for you to try. Again, some new treats in the case, and also a new drink for us to try. What is this called, Sam?
Cauldron Brew Glacier. Does not have coffee in it. Sounds like it would brew, but I guess it's like a brew in a cauldron.
They had some issues, so usually there would be some sour worms on top. They had to use the sour characters because they ran out of them.
I love those sour characters, though. Those sour Mickeys are so good.
Yeah, they put in that. They put in some marshmallows.
I feel like this is what like little kids like dream about. Like they just like threw a bunch of candy and marshmallows on top of it, and it's like I think Fanta, cherry, and Coke mixed in. I'm getting nothing.
Because that straw, I feel like, is probably clogged or sogged away at this point.
I'm getting nothing. It's definitely melted a lot. Usually these glaciers have like a really good consistency, and they say like nice and icy. I feel like this one melted quick. It's so good. I mean, if you've had a cherry and Coke, slushy before, you can imagine how it tastes.
They slap on a hot Disney day.
Yeah, they do. They do. And I have like a ton of candy now that I could snack on. It's a novelty. I still like it though. I'm gonna give this a 6.
I'm gonna try mixing this around a bit to get a bit more consistency in there. I mean, Coca-Cola and cherry, who doesn't like a good cherry Coke, especially when it's frozen? They used to have a Powerade slushie, which is my favorite. I don't see them anywhere anymore, the Powerade slushies. They were so refreshing. I hope they bring them back eventually. Still has good consistency at the top. Like you said, Sam, this is for little kids at heart.
Yeah.
Sour candies.
Honestly, the sour Mickeys are my favorite, so I was happy to have that. I mean, the marshmallows, I feel like it's something like Buddy the Elf would drink.
Yeah, it's okay. Good consistency, refreshing, fun. I think 6 is the way to go. All right, so I feel like this is their new signature treat here. It's the cherry poison apple. Obviously, this is going to be the apple that poisons Snow White, and we're going to eat it, believe it or not. I never had a hankering to try that apple before. Didn't look too appetizing to me, but I guess, maybe kids in Disney feel otherwise.
I never get these kind of apples. I always feel like they're so hard to eat. Dentist is expensive enough.
Beautifully done, though, and you can watch them make these fresh.
It does look really pretty. Like, it looks like glassy. I have no idea how to do this.
You just got to bite right into the center.
I feel like my tooth is going to crack.
There you go.
I can't bite it.
Do you want me to try to break into it first?
How do people eat these?
You got it.
It feels like glass in my mouth, this piece I just cut out. It's sharp.
Want me to try to get into it first?
Yeah.
All right, trade-off. Let me see how I do with the poison apple. How was somebody poisoned with how hard it was to get into this thing?
I didn't even bite it. Oh my god. I can hear the cracking. You're gonna be toothless. I will still love you.
I had to unhinge my jaw to eat this thing.
Nothing should be that hard to eat. Like, if I have to work that hard for my food, like, I don't want it. The coating is so thick and it's so hard. And then when you get it in your mouth, it feels like glass.
There's like a normal frosting on top. It is all in my teeth, right? I can't live this life. This is why Snow White was hurt. Ugh. I don't feel comfortable right now. Like, I feel like there's like... and my teeth are like about to fall out of my mouth.
I felt.
I'm gonna go like 3 with that. Like, I don't think it tastes too bad once you get into it. But it's just... for me, it's just unpleasant. The experience of eating it, like the texture, everything. And I'm so sticky now. I'm not about that life, Snow White. Sam, I think, just got something out of it. The camera is so sticky right now.
It's so hard. It feels like glass.
It's all in my teeth. Like, it just starts melting into my teeth. It's just not a pleasant experience. This is why I'm not a big candy apple fan, I feel like, though. Maybe we're not the people to review this.
Caramel.
Yeah, caramel apples I like.
Softer caramel is good, but this is like apple covering glass. I would give it a 0 because I don't ever want to like have this experience again. Like,
I don't think we have a 0 numeral, so you want to go with 1?
You don't have a 0 grab, a 1.
I'm going to give it a 3 because I did like the flavor once I got into it, but the experience is not that right.
I don't go through that. Like, for what reason?
If you like candy apples, though, it definitely tastes like a candy apple.
The flavor is nice, like, when you get it, but, like, all that work and, like, the damage to your teeth and mouth is not worth, it's not that good.
Now, this is a candy apple that I can get behind because it's actually not a candy apple. It's a Rice Krispie treat that's shaped like an apple, and it's themed, obviously, to Snow White meeting the hag and then getting that apple, which poisons her. I actually feel my teeth rotting out of my mouth right now.
Yeah.
Is there like an apple flavor to this, or?
I don't know until I eat it. I feel like it's gonna taste like a standard Rice Krispie treat, except I'm not a fan of like, this isn't.
Is it fondant or is that white chocolate?
I think it might be like, it's either edible imaging or something, like kind of like this like wafer paper. It never really like, it never adds, I mean it looks nice, but it never adds to the flavor.
They also had an apple cookie. That was an apple flavor cookie, but it looked like the apple. I do think Disney does Rice Krispie treats well. I've always looked forward to a Walt Disney World Rice Krispie treat.
Apple flavor.
Oh wow.
The green like, sour apple. It's good. The Rice Krispie treat is soft. It's not stale. I'm wondering if the sour is in this chocolate or if it's in the crispy, but it's pretty good. It's better than I thought. I would give it a 7.
All right, we're getting the higher numbers now.
Eh.
You went right for Snow White's brain. Should I just finish off White or should I start with the hag? I'm gonna eat the hag, I think.
You took a big bite. Look at my little nibble of Snow White, and look at you got the whole head. Except her nose.
I like that. It's really good. Like, it's very light sour apple flavor. I don't know how they got that in there. It doesn't taste very fake. The Rice Krispie treat like doesn't taste stale. It's very like crunchy, and obviously the smooth like marshmallowy flavor in the center. And I don't think the edible imaging adds like a bad. Like I don't think it takes away from this. It just tastes like a little white chocolate on top. I think it's good. I'm gonna give that an 8 actually. That was much better than the candy apple. Yeah, it was good. I never realized that at the Candy Cauldron, you actually get a lot of the great treats you can find over at the Germany Pavilion at Caramel Cucce in Epcot. So they have the caramel butter bar there, but of course, there's a lot of apple-themed things. You know, the hag is there, stirring up those poison apples. So they actually have a I'm sorry, not a candy apple, a caramel apple butter bar. This is the thing I was most looking forward to trying. It looks very high quality to me.
I feel like this one's gonna be the best. Those bars are so good. They also have a pumpkin one too. But like the butter bars are just insane. This has been a little melt. Look at it. I already know. Oh.
Look at how gooey that is. And we're not even huge caramel fans, but the fresh caramel mixed with the butter, it's just like a perfect combination. Texture, it's all there. I think this has got to be the best thing they have.
I'm gonna give this a 9. Just buttery and delicious and delicate and soft, and the caramel melty. Don't get anything else. Just get this.
You can get other things, but that's probably the best thing, I think. I'm going to try it now.
Try other things. You can try other things. This is so good.
This is definitely the messiest I've felt in a long time. I feel I'm covered in like melty candy apple, the Rice Krispie treat. I couldn't get good B-roll of this, guys, because my hands would have just gotten all messy and they would have gotten all over the camera. The camera's going to need a good cleaning after this. I am positive it's going to be great. I'm interested in how the apple adds to the caramel butter bar. So let's see. Amazing as usual. Almost like almost a crunchy, almost cookie bottom, and then you get the very buttery flavor mixed with the sweet caramel. Caramel in and of itself is a little butteriness to it. It's not sticky. I mean, it is sticky on your hands, but it doesn't feel like sticky in your mouth. I don't get a lot of apple in that though, Sam. Did you get any apple?
I didn't either. It's definitely just very caramel heavy. It's so good though. I don't even care. I feel like just after the other things we had, like this is the most high quality. This was definitely just the best thing.
I'm gonna go to 10 with that. That's one of my like must get things, and I didn't realize you can get it at the Candy Cauldron. So definitely recommend that. Maybe if you want a photo op, get the candy apple. But for me, I don't think it's practical. I don't know how a child's jaw is supposed to break that thing open.
Or if you are missing your dentist.
I do think this was good though. There's a lot of good apple flavor in the Rice Krispies treat. So I think that the refurbishment was nice. It's great to be able to see the open kitchen plan in there now. The treats, I mean, can't go wrong with a caramel butter bar in my opinion. All right, so that does it for our Disney Springs dinner crawl. Checking out the new reopened Candy Cauldron. So it's not new, but it's reopened Candy Cauldron. Some of the new treats that they have over there. I do want to bring up that I think just ate the caramel butter bar. On hindsight, when I was getting B-roll, I'm pretty sure I saw the caramel apple butter bar and was a bit darker, so I think they accidentally gave us a caramel butter bar. I'm not complaining. I didn't ask for the apple one. We were too full by the end anyway. I'm sure that was very good as well, and we always recommend the caramel butter bar. What was your favorite savory thing?
The Reuben dog.
That was good. Yeah.
I was not really expecting to like those hot dogs.
Really?
Well, I didn't think I liked sauerkraut.
You didn't think you liked bratwurst?
I don't like Spam, and I didn't think I liked bratwurst, and that was on all of those things.
You learn something new about yourself every day.
I know, seriously.
I do think the Reuben dog is probably my favorite thing we ate as well. YeSake had some great options too. The bao bun was really good. The weakest thing I think that I definitely had, I know you didn't have it, was the octopus thing.
That looked really weird. I don't think.
Yeah, it was too chewy. The texture wasn't on point. Yeah, that wasn't it. But the karagi was good. The bao bun was good. Karaagi. I say things wrong, guys. My bad on that. But we had a great time. The food was good. I think Candy Cauldron definitely needed that refurb. I think moving the case over to the right a bit more is going to help them out. And it's great to be able to see these artists, these chefs at work in the Candy Cauldron, because they really are able to find a great mix between a beautiful work of art and a delicious, tasty morsel of dessert or candy. So I think it all worked out, although I would like them to do a little bit more refurbishment so that way there isn't much of a traffic issue inside Candy Cauldron.
Yeah, I just feel like they don't have enough space for that. And honestly, like the main point of the video was to do the Candy Cauldron, and we just threw that food in to fill the video out, and I feel like the food really surprised me. Like, I was really happy with those little options that we threw in there, and it's nice to not come to Disney Springs and spend $150.
Yeah. I think we found some affordable hidden gems, and the hag is looking better than ever over at the Candy Cauldron. And if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Liking will really help our channel grow. It pushes this video out into the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm, helps other people find the video. Subscribing, it also helps our channel grow. Hit the bell notification so that way you're notified every time when videos come out, which is when, Sam?
Every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't count the days.
To make the days count.
We will see you next time. That's all, folks. I really hope they bring the drone show that was here to Animal Kingdom. It could really use it.
Yeah, it's like dead here now. Like Disney Springs was so busy when that drone show was going on.
I almost didn't like it. You
couldn't get near here. Yeah, it was hard, but I feel like it's so dead now.
Yeah, this back spot where we're at, guys, is in the Westside section,
it's
right behind.
Our favorite spot. It's like behind Summer House.
Yeah.
The balloon.
This is where you were able to see the drone show, which is why we're bringing that up. But yeah, hopefully they bring that over to Animal Kingdom. It's definitely a very cool show. I want to give a special thank you to our members. I want to thank you for them and their generosity. Those are the people you see scrolling up on our screen right now. We appreciate you guys helping us fund this channel. And if you have any interest in a membership, we have a join button below. We have differing perks based off the tier that you choose. For the lowest tier, you'll get end credits credentials as well as early access to each of our videos, except for like the ones that we do like for
same day videos, like something that's filmed and released same day. Those ones.
We're getting those out as quick as we can because it's race against time for those. But we also want to give a special thank you to each and every single one of you who maybe, you know, you're not a member, but you like, you comment, you subscribe. We appreciate each and every single one of you. You know, your engagement, you know, really helps us produce more of these videos, and we love making them for you. And as always,
keep it going for Frank.